To see Wings Up in the grand final. Or perhaps, maybe there are some of you in the crowd who'd like to see the all-Brazilian grand final. I actually think it's kind of split down the middle, to be honest with you, but we'll have to wait and see how it fans out as we do jump into the pistol round. paiN starting on the CT side and Wings Up off to the races on T.
Two-man setup here over towards banaNa. Flash goes over the top, but just a little tickle. Counter flash out from Wings Up, ready for that flash play in towards banaNa. And we've got a bit of a stand-up. Molotov keeps those CTs at arm's length, and now Wings Up have got banaNa control, and paiN are pinged back into the site.
Bingo lining up a little bit of a smoke here alongside LAN. A fair bit of util brought into this round from Wings Up. Who's going to draw first blood in the semi-final? It will be paiN. Zevy finding LAN, the rest of Wings Up trying to filter their way into B, with one player trying to lock down the rotates on A. It has not gone well for the Chinese squad. Gas, though, chiming in with a couple, makes it interesting for a moment, but can do no more. And so ChildKing is once again going to be asked to step up for his squad.
paiN well aware of it. Smoking him off. Getting ready to claim their first round of the semi-final here. ChildKing, not a whole lot to do, getting spammed straight through the smoke. Seems like a bit of a formality at this point.
Indeed. Taking it slow, but paiN are well aware of exactly where this last remaining Wings Up player is, and that will be finished off pretty comfortably in the end. So pistol round does go the way of paiN, but what has Wings Up got up their sleeve? We saw yesterday they were a team that actually didn't opt into the Force Buys quite so much. So maybe a save on offer here.
It's going to be harder to force up because they didn't get the plant, right? So you're almost certainly going to take a single save. Gas gets a couple of kills with the Glock, though, so he's going to be afforded a deagle to try to do a little bit of economic damage. But for the most part, this is going to be a great chance for paiN to build their economy up nice and early on this CT side. And this is Wings Up pick. It's a map that they've been showing great form on Inferno. Skullz aggression into second mid off the flash from jungle thrown by Zevy, and he's all over this one. Even that last one tap was very sharp. paiN Gaming very switched on heading into this semi-final game.
Yeah, some really nice confidence-building frags to start off a map for paiN. That's a fantastic round, gives Wings Up absolutely no chance at all. But round 3 is where we're really going to get to see what Wings Up actually does have to offer us here on Inferno.
Alrighty, first gun round. You can already see Brazil is out in full force. They get to watch 2 games back-to-back, maybe even, 3 games back-to-back with a whole lot of Brazilian action. So it's a great day to be a Brazilian fan here. They had a great run in the groups. And I think Imperial even hit another level. They were very shaky on day 1, but day 2 Imperial was quite impressive to watch up against Entropic there.
Yeah, indeed. And I think that would actually be quite an interesting rematch if we did get to see paiN and Imperial in the grand final, because I'm not sure that we got the best Imperial when they played against paiN on day 1.
Would agree. banaNa control here for paiN. Wings Up, happy to give it. This is what we saw on their T side of Inferno, but you can already see the reads from paiN. paiN is well prepared for this matchup. In comes the bracket stake. There's already 4 players on this A side, but they're scaling straight up. Seeing a great flash from LAN. ChildKing triples up straight into the side.
What an entry. ChildKing straight in. True classic Asian Counter-Strike aggression, and it catches paiN off guard. He gets 3 there. It feels a little bit illegal, but he does get away with it, and instantly you're going to see that save call come through for paiN.
paiN even ready for that. Like, you could see the rotation. They secured that banaNa control. They know that Wings Up likes to throw that pace straight up bracket into the A side, and they had 4 members ready, but the flash coverage was way too good for Wings Up, and ChildKing, enabled by his teammates' utility, straight on into the site, and that's the first gun round for Wings Up.
What I really love about this matchup is we do have 2 very distinct camps in the crowd.
Yeah. There's
a massive Chinese contingent, and obviously a lot of fans also supporting the Chinese squad from Australia. And the same can be said, there's a big Brazilian contingent there as well. You can see sitting down the front. There's the Chinese flag out, there's the Brazilian flag out. A couple of, I think, Brazilian football teams as well getting thrown in the mix just to throw a bit of extra support through. And obviously, you know, all the Aussies now with no Australian team left to support are getting to choose their choice of side as well.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. Get a little bit of paiN for me and a little bit of paiN Gaming as well. Here's the buy up though, very responsible, saving a couple of guns over for paiN Gaming, but 4 alive for Wings Up means that's a strong T-side economy. What a shot. Again, great flash coverage for Wings Up as they contest map control now. now layering in the Molotovs, keeping the CT re-aggression back.
And you talk about how sharp paiN was on those first couple of rounds, how it looks like they've come in this one ready to play. I have to say the same thing is actually evidenced here for Wings Up. As soon as they've got the guns in their hands, they're also looking sharp, they're also looking prepared. There's no sleepiness. We're getting into the midday area now in Australian Standard Time, so both teams really fired up.
Aggression into carpets here for paiN Gaming. Trying to take some map control. ChildKing's on the lurk up through bracket, but Wings Up getting ready for this B execute. That's a good pick from hardzao. Surely Wings Up is going to speed up over towards this B side of the map now, and if they hit some good entries onto Bigu and Zevy, who have no utility to hold B, then this could still be a post plan.
Well, that's going to be the big question mark, because there is a wrap coming in behind for paiN. Wings Up need to be fast and they need to be clean, getting their way into this bomb site. Good aim duels, 1, 2, straight up for Wings Up, and not a single pick for paiN on the entry to B. Once again, you have to look at this and say, save territory.
Most certainly. Both Hard and Skullz holding both of the exit routes for the T's, so damage is definitely on offer here, especially with how low gas and land are at this point. But Wings Up, they've already done a great job building their economy, surviving with 4 players in the last round, and if they can get 2 or 3 guns through from this one as well, they're going to be in an excellent spot.
Looks like they're going to take the route through a banana, so it'll be Skullz to try to stop them, and that is big indeed. Martin will get out with his life, but that's just the 1 AK taken through. Bit expensive for Wings Up, but around nonetheless, and they are on the T side, so they will be able to get a buy through here. But they will need at least another round to really put the paiN onto paiN. You've still got that M4 coming through. There's a bit of cash on the side of Zevy. Bigu might be able to afford something as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see paiN throw something in the mix here again.
I think you single save here as paiN. They're going to take a timeout and have a little bit of a chat about it, but I think it's wise to just take a passive approach to the economy here. You're not on double eco territory or anything like that. Everyone's got pretty good cash. It's still early days. There's so much legs in this half. There's still another 10, 11 rounds in this half. So especially with how strong Wings Up economy is, there isn't as much of an incentive to force up here. Usually on the CT side, you want to force up when you feel like you can break that T-side economy. And although they did a lot of damage in the previous round, because Wings Up won with so many players alive in round number 3, I don't think that they can really force up here and do that damage.
A lot of parallels in this matchup as well between the two teams, in that they do sort of dominate domestically. They have a lot of success domestically, but for the most part, relatively untested internationally. I know paiN has had a couple more opportunities than Wings Up have, but for both of these two teams, a really, really big chance to go through to the grand final of ESL Challenger and then start to think about that ESL Pro League conference slot, which is obviously on offer here as well.
The conference is going to be spicy, I tell you what. You know what else is, though? Bit of a middle road decision here. Zevy had a bit of cash in the back pocket, so he's gone for a glass cannon AWP. And he's going to make it work as well. The 1-4 from Wings Up is something they've been running time and time again on this T side of Inferno, and they have isolated ChildKing multiple times now.
Yeah.
So it's down to the B execute yet again.
We'll definitely be keeping an eye out to see whether or not that is an adaptation made by Wings Up, if they change anything there. This time, paiN have 3 members over toward B. Can they hold on to it, though, is the big question. PKL comes across a little bit late, but hardzao is doing a fantastic job. And really, it has to come down to him. PKL, with only the USP to play from CT spawn. Inevitably, Bingo spamming through that smoke is going to find his mark, bring it down to the 2-on-3. They need more, though, the Chinese squad, and they'll get it. Zevy, though, on the quick rotate, does drop the bomb. It's on to Bingo, 1-on-2. This will be a big round to win for both sides, but Bingo definitely against the odds now.
Both of these players are unarmored. Aim punch, very much a factor here. Bomb drop to barbecue, reposition from PKL into ruins.
He's going to have to be very careful of that AWP. I think that's the danger territory. Flash out into Nana's going to draw the peak, but the shots don't connect, and PKL will win it.
He had the read. Bingo definitely had the read. That was very cerebral play. Well aware that contact's not being showing on main side, so he's going to throw the flash off first oranges and try to bait out the peak from coffins, but that is very much an investment, well worth it from paiN Gaming. They didn't invest absolutely everything. That wasn't a forced buy, but the AWP purchase from Zevy and a couple of rifles is good enough to get it done for paiN Gaming. So they've very much min-maxed that CT economy super well, and this has forced Wings Up on a single save. Just a half buy from them.
Yeah, again, not the kind of buy that we've actually been accustomed to seeing too much from Wings Up over the course of this event, so I'll be kind of interested to see what they can actually make do with it.
Nana control for paiN Gaming. Wings Up are getting ready for a bit of a carpets bust here, I think. So let's see if paiN is going to be ready for this. They got a 2-man setup in pit. It's all about what position you're playing as the CT side. If they're anti-flash, it's going to be a lot easier to hold this. But if they get caught by those flashes, that's going to let those pistoling players scale up into the site.
It's a really strong setup, though, on the A-bomb site here for paiN. 4 members on that side of the map. Wings Up have only really had success thus far over toward B. It would be a real nice prize for them if they were able to crack the A nut. Off they go, though, straight out. Carpets the flashes. They do connect onto Hard, but he's still able to find himself one, keep himself alive in pit, and that's the big talking point in this round. Wings Up, unlikely to get anything done from here now. Hard really having a ball of a time now. 3 kills in this round and looks for a little bit more. It's cleaned up by Bigu. It's a big couple of rounds, a big passage of play there for paiN. Still very early days, but they are getting the upper hand now in this first half.
paiN Gaming had the read on that every day of the week. Like, they could see no contact was being made towards Banana. They took full Nana control. Both the player in small and big pit were both anti-flash, and they were all over holding that one. So I think Wings Up actually kind of overspending into that round. A couple of the players here in this gun round don't have great utility. That's going to make it much harder to run these Banana control protocols on the T side. And actually, Wings Up have been showing how proficient they are with their utility. They're just not going to have as much to play with, so you can see the effects of that right now. paiN Gaming immediately bullies them out of Banana, and it's going to be very hard to retake and contest that as the T side.
Yeah, smart decision from paiN. You can tell they're really switched on today. Double nade into T-stairs as well is just going to go a little amiss, but I like the idea. I like the pressure that they're putting on Wings Up. It feels as though they're choking them out of that map control. Wings Up going to give Brackets a crack.
Very slow pace. Zevy just on the offline. Here's that jungle smoke coming on in.
Yeah, does decide to just back up and cede a little bit of control, but they can give it a recontest here as well. Multiple players go down to the AWP. The collapse. What a great start to the round for paiN. You're seeing duels being lost all over the place right now for Wings Up. Bigu waiting for ChildKing as that smoke dissipates. This is a must-win fight for Wings Up if they want to get anywhere in the round. And the bomb now is dropped. It's Martin left alone. CT side really starting to ramp up now. 4 guns alive. Money's looking great.
I actually think Wings Up have kind of mismanaged their economy a little bit. Round 6, they overspent on the carpets bus, which didn't really do too much. They only took 2 guns away. Then they just didn't have the utility that they needed in that round.
Vertical keyboard for the player in the middle there. I think it's Lan.
He really didn't get involved in the action at all that round. He glass cannon AWP'd, and he was sitting at T-stairs, I'm pretty sure, for the majority of that round and just didn't have any impact at all. You got to be pretty happy if you're a Brazil fan. paiN Gaming are well in command of this CT side right now. They're looking fantastic on Inferno. And not only that, the prep is very obvious from paiN Gaming. That you've seen them isolate ChildKing multiple times. The only thing they've really been caught by is a really good B exec once or twice.
Well, let's not forget that massive comeback that Wings Up had yesterday against OG on the CT side of Inferno. That could be a big factor as well. They did only get 6 on T against OG, and quite frankly, if you're able to beat OG in this event, who were the highest rated team coming in, the absolute favorites for this, the theory would be you can beat anyone.
I wouldn't back that though, because I feel like CT side comebacks are very difficult a lot of the time. That's why that was so impressive. You don't see 10 round streak CT side comebacks very often at all.
Well, if paiN looking to put double digits on the board in their CT side, they're off to a great start in that respect. Just the pistols out this time for Wings Up, but they've managed to hit some entries on Banana.
Yeah, rotation time pretty even. Martin's picked up a smoke on the way in, so that's going to allow the T-side entry into the site.
They've got a bomb plant, they've got a couple of guns, and they've got an even scenario, but they won't be able to get in the back of the side. Zevy is locking that off. Never mind, he misses a shot. And that sets Wings Up nicely. They've got a decent crossfire. ChildKing really just trying to pick the pace up a little bit, but Martin has caught him off guard. The grenade smoke, a little bit too good. Now it is down to Gas, and the question is, can he get on the gas? This would be a massive pickup for Wings Up Gaming, but it will not go his way. paiN secure another.
They're all over them. Way too switched on. paiN Gaming caught by absolutely nothing that Wings Up is throwing at them now. paiN is definitely going to help out that T-side economy, as well as the fact that they've started to reach that max loss bonus. So finally, we're going to get to see Wings Up back on the full util, have access to everything that they need. Look, some great shooting from Gas, but limited opportunities where Wings Up have been putting themselves in position to win rounds where they're getting those nice shots in, and money's pretty good now for paiN Gaming. 4 of these players with a fair bit of cash in the back pocket.
Land back on the AWP, but you have to say Zevy has been having the run of it thus far. Skullz going to try something aggressive, and that works out perfectly. paiN are just running through Wings Up at the moment. Another push through the smoke, another unexpected player, and Wings Up, they've just been absolutely murdered in that round.
You love this. paiN Gaming is fighting Asian CS with Asian CS right now. It's more calculated aggression than you're used to, but they are running at Wings Up. They are disrespecting. And the fact that they had a little bit of extra cash in that CT side bank account allows them to go a little bit aggressive because they have the safety net. If it doesn't work out, they can just reinvest. But that works out a treat. And at the moment, it feels like Wings Up, in previous games, they've been able to stay one step ahead, keep that momentum rolling on the T side and be able to make adjustments. But right now, it's actually paiN Gaming the one who's staying a step ahead. That second mid aggression works out a treat.
Another one up on the tally for paiN, and indeed a timeout for Wings Up. I was going to say, I think now's probably when you need to be pulling one of those out. It's been a tough run thus far on the T side of Inferno, but the half is still salvageable. They can get 5 or 6, make it something that they can play with. Maybe there's a chance.
paiN are in pole position right now,
absolutely.
though.
There's no question about that.
This is a very, very strong position. CT side Inferno already up 7-2. That's a round where they survive with 4 players alive. So they've got 2 to 3 gun rounds in the back pocket at this point where they can continue to reinvest. This means that, look, we're 9 rounds into the half, 6 left to play. Wings Up have got to win multiple gun rounds back to back to start to punish that CT economy yet again. So they're going to take a timeout now, but it's not just about winning this round. They got to win a couple in a row to get back on the horse now.
Yep. Money absolutely not a problem right now for that CT side, so they really are going to have a nice, easy route through this half, at least unless Wings Up start to pick the pace up a little bit. Again, just look at the early map control for paiN. A couple of pieces of util, they take straight away the control of Banana.
Yeah, but Wings Up's holding a lot of util here. They want to try and retake Banana later on. You can see way more personnel from Wings Up at T-stairs here. Look at this Banana take. Flashes over the top. They're going to push paiN Gaming back, who are going to invest that smoke on half wall and just try to keep the T's back for a little bit longer. But at 1 minute 20, that's a fair bit of util invested already from the CT side. You can see how low the utility is for them.
Just the one smoke left on the CT side of the field, and that's actually over toward the A bomb site. So B is looking decidedly weak. Maybe that's the reason why we're getting an extra rotator across here. 3 players in this area of the map. Again, a good read from paiN.
Yeah, very good read. Wings Up. Let's see if they go dry contact or if they throw out the execute. In they come.
Smokes in, flashes in as well. It's going to push Bigu back in through that molly. Nice peek, nice swing from P. Gale. He gets off a little more than maybe he deserves. The headshot onto Martin helps out for Hard. But trades are there for Wings Up. Maybe not expecting that third player to spam through the smoke, but he was isolated away from the site anyway. Plant is down. Now Wings Up they absolutely need to hold on for this post plant.
Duel between Gas on Nana and Zevy. Important instant headshot from Gas. And now a 2-on-3 retake from Ruin's side.
Double setup on the Coffin side as well. Hard is going to have a tough time getting through this one without, I guess, at least a 1-for-1. It's bingo to finish it off for Wings Up, and finally a cheer from the Chinese fans in the crowd. So they get their 3rd round, and what a big round that does feel like.
I'm really impressed with Wings Up, the way they're approaching this B side of the map. They throw that initial wave of util, and then they just wait. They wait for the counter util out of the CT side, then come into the side a little later. It's worked out a treat. Here's his contest on Nana. Land a little bit further up. He's got himself to Broom. Gonna go all the way up to half warp.
The big thing here for Wings Up is going to be doubling down. They can't afford to just win 1 round. They need to get multiple in a row. They need to break that CT econ.
That's so sharp from ChildKing. He's using a Galil. That's an instant double dink onto Zevy through the wall.
Yep.
And again, wings up, going back to what works, tried and true. ChildKing applying pressure to bracket, smoke out onto the hate cart. There's the retake utility in from paiN Gaming, but wings up, they call their bluff. They've got full information over on towards Sandbag, so that doesn't work out at all. And wings up back to the 1-4, looking towards that B exec. How does that nade do no damage at all? God, this game.
With that said, there's a little bit more util to play with for paiN later in the round this time.
Ooh, aggression into Nana. Oh no, just the nade from PKL. Very well timed. Fair bit of chip damage there.
I think that's going to give a little bit of info over to paiN as well. Crowd making a bit of noise. Hear that through the headset, or feel it maybe. But wings up are going to persist onto the B bomb site. They're not messing around too much anymore. 35 seconds left. They're going to have to get in there quickly. Again, there's 3 players over. Bigu right behind the smoke. He's going to deal with LAN. It's not exactly the take that wings up would have wanted.
Yeah, they're getting shut out here. 3-man rotation. They're well aware that there's a lot of personnel over there from paiN, so they're going to speed it up into bracket.
Yeah.
And Zevy's already in closet.
He's in a great spot to deal with them. Coming in 1 by 1. This round has gone horribly wrong for wings up. The call to go back over to A, it might have been the correct one, but they didn't all filter in together. They couldn't get those trades. And they just did not get enough done over toward B. Much better util usage in that round as well from paiN to put the pressure back onto wings up.
Got to be happy with that. paiN, that's a perfect example of them investing util early, mixing in where they're contesting the map control, and when that time they hold the util a little bit longer, they throw that banana retake utility, which actually doesn't work out too well, but the rest of the util they've got in the back pocket is more than enough to stop from wings up from going into that B site. And this is where wings up need more depth on this T side. They can't just keep throwing this 1-4 at paiN Gaming with ChildKing just lurking over towards apps and bracket. It's played out, it's already done. paiN is very clearly able to deal with it very well. This B exec is not working.
We did see some really good A takes from them in their match against Evil Genius.
The problem with that though is it's almost quite obvious. Once your B stops working, once paiN's all over you, they've already watched your games. It's very obvious when you're going to mix in this A take. This would be the round to do it if you're going to do it. I don't think they have the money for it,
not
but
with this util.
round 13 maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's round 13 starting to get a little bit too late. That'd be 9 up for paiN already, a 9-3 scoreline. If they get there, which again, looking at the buys, they probably should.
Let's go back to the Chinese CS fundamentals here, Jordan.
Yeah. 2
hero AKs, couple of pistols. No util, no nuance in this round. Let's go shoot some people in the head. See if it works out.
I'm not going to be holding my breath, let me put it that way.
It's up to paiN to use their util to push and pull the T's around the map the way that they want to. Flash over the top of Banana, PKL. Letting some of these players very close. Very good entry from Bingo, and now Bigu. He's a little bit behind the 8-ball in terms of the rotations. At least he's got Ruins control.
Yeah, and there's no smoke to actually get the cross, but who the bloody hell needs a smoke? When you have LAN doing that?
That's peak Chinese CS right there. Some very sharp shooting. Couple of AKs, couple of pistols is all you need to crack open a site. LAN's got himself an AWP. They pick up a whole bunch of rifles. That is so good for the T-side economy. Oh. That's how you get back in it as wings up.
All right, well, just when you think wings up might be down and almost out after winning a round and then subsequently losing a round, giving control back over to paiN, they pull something like that out again. Another twist, another turn for this half.
We're talking about them making adaptations in terms of the tactics. No. Back to monkey brain. Caveman, run straight at him. Shoot him in the head. You love to see it.
If it works, it works. And you know, we've not actually seen a 3-mapper so far in this event, so I think the crowd really would appreciate a tight matchup.
There's been some stomps, for sure.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gorgeous.
Filthy, absolutely filthy.
LAN on LAN, let's go.
LAN on LAN, indeed. Maybe that's a chant the crowd can get behind. I know they had the Bingo was his name-o chant coming out a little bit earlier on in the event as well. I think wings up, though, are going to need to display a little bit more before we start cracking those out. Still early days. It's still paiN control. They have a buy. A4 up. This is still very much their CT side to lose.
This is where I'd really like to see the A take mixed in here from wings up. Oh, retake flashes are so good. Martin straight on in there into PKL. Two players still here for paiN. Great HE onto Zevy, but he's going to push forward. He knows that they're at a numbers disadvantage. And that's a great little equalizer for paiN Gaming. Wings up though.
Yeah, two-man
starting
push.
to move towards this A side of the map, but there's a two-man setup over towards jungle side here. They could boost over the bracket smoke.
Rotators coming in as well. It'll be Zevy with the AWP to head in towards maybe Library just to watch the balcony line, see if anyone's jumping out there. No, he'll progress even further in onto the site. Skullz has one, traded down, hardzao doing a good job. And Wings up at a numbers deficit once again. They're not getting enough done. ChildKing gives them a chance, but it's a very slim one at best. He doesn't have the bomb. He's 6 HP. He's in a 1-on-2. The only benefit he has is a bit of time to play with.
Switches out for the AWP. Knows he's not going to be able to get it done with the rifle, but paiN Gaming, they've smoked him off from the bomb.
This will be a really tough crossfire to break as well. You just have to sit in that corner as hard and wait for the contact to come through, and then it should be a free trade every day of the week.
Great positioning from Bigu. 20 seconds on the clock.
Well, smoke in from ChildKing might make it a little more difficult for Hard to find the trade, but he's just going to get spammed through the smoke anyway, and paiN will go up to 9. They're now looking for double digits on the CT side.
Fire back through from Wings, no problem at all though. Still plenty of cash as a result of winning that round with the half buy. They've bought themselves a pretty big boon to that T-side economy. They can continue trying to fight for this half, but paiN, they're doing an excellent job changing up their util timings. You saw the smoke to bracket. That was the round-winning piece of utility there for the CT side for sure.
This could well be a worse half for Wings Up than what they suffered against OG on the T side of Inferno. And it begs the question, how much can they actually come back from on the CT side, if anything? 9-4 is not enough. Even 10-5, it sort of feels like if you get a 10-5, Wings Up are really in trouble. I think they need 6.
Quick pacing on that T side there. Straight up banana, pushing the CTs back into the site. This could be a great round for an A take, but I'm not sure if they have all the pieces of util they need. Gas and LAN lining up those smokes, and there you go. Here's this A execute we've been waiting for.
But paiN Gaming are all over it. They're in front of the smokes, as you said. They've seen this before. They're ready and waiting. They're dislodging Wings Up before they can even get onto the site. So heads up from the CT side. Now it comes down to good entries being hit by Wings Up onto the site itself, and there's just absolutely nothing going the way of Wings Up in this round. Finally, ChildKing strikes, but he's got too much to do.
Yeah. paiN Gaming. They're playing an excellent game of Inferno. They've seen every trick in Wings Up's book, and they're ready for every single one of them.
Final round of the half. I think it's a must-win for Wings Up. 10-5 doesn't sound good, but 11-4 sounds worse.
Util's not good for him, Jordan.
Maybe that's when they do their best work.
Maybe glass cannon for LAN. Flash over the top. paiN Gaming having a look around. EKL mauling into Broom. Don't think he's seen gas yet.
Might have had a bit of an inkling, but the fact that util's gone past him, and that peek works out. Gas unable to hold on to the recoil control and does get traded down. Wings Up look like they want to pick the pace up, and I don't mind that as an idea. Smoke down. Zevy going to try and get in front of it. It works out. Martin needs to do something special here to bring Wings Up back into the fold. It's 3-on-4. A player on the flower pots. 1-for-1. Bingo. Goes down to the player on site. Inevitably, 2-on-2 is what will ensue. Rather a 2-on-1 now for LAN. He's got an AWP in his hands. And we haven't seen much from him with that yet, but this would be a great round to pick up. Confidence builder for the CT side as well, where he would be a very important piece of the puzzle for Wings Up. He's got the bomb. He's got time to even go all the way to A if he wants to. It's a risky cross on CT, but Skullz will not spot it.
That's so much info for LAN, though. Knows that Skullz has to be over towards banana side. Skullz only now walking into the site. LAN's going to be able to get a great plant. I want to see him plant for library here, right here. Perfect plant. Can play from so many post-plant positions here. You can play from library, jungle side. Bit harder to play from Carps because he planted a little bit deeper in there, so that's not going to be a possibility, but he's going to post himself up in pit here. No smoke for Skullz. So he's going to have to tap it to just win the aim duel against LAN. No armor for LAN. So aim punch, a very real factor here.
Yeah, not a bad plan at all for Wings Up, and it's taking Skullz a long time to get across, but he does have a defuse kit at the very least. So if he's able to find LAN, all it's going to take is one headshot from that M4A1S, and that will be the round done and dusted. But he has to move fast. He's going to have to start running. He's on the bomb, and LAN will win it. 5 rounds for Wings Up. It's not as many as they got against OG yesterday. They came back from a 9-6. The big question is, can they come back from a 10-5?
Gentlemen, I am here, of course, with Misery from Wings Up, the coach, and of course, Skullz from paiN. And now, guys, I just wanted to sort of touch base with you quickly before the game, right? Misery, how are you feeling going into the semi-finals in front of a crowd like this?
I mean, it's very amazing, and we have awesome crowds from Aussies and our Chinese supporters. So yeah, that's it. And we will need more support from here, including all the Aussies in here. Okay, the Brazilian fans are freaking insane. Okay, so we need you, Aussies. Come and support us.
Yeah, fantastic. And it's going to be a really, really exciting crowd for both sides, of course. So, Skullz, hand it to you. How are you feeling coming into this game?
Yeah, I think we are really confident. We so far are playing very good at this tournament. Yeah. So yeah, definitely very, very confident to this match.
Fantastic. I think it's going to be fantastic, guys. So give fist bump and we'll get right into this one, hey? Back to you guys.
Great chat there from ChildKing, and I dare say it is not wrong. Wings Up need your support now more than ever. paiN have been rampaging through that first half. They get a 10-5 scoreline on the CT side, well in command of Inferno, which is also Wings Up map's choice. So pissed around, all important for the CT side right now, Bilski.
All right. Very passive opening to the T side pistol here for paiN Gaming. Boost up in second mid, waiting for Wings Up to peek in towards second mid and take some duels. A two-man setup in carpets is definitely going to be tested here, though.
It's a risky one, isn't it? Sometimes you miss those first couple of shots, you just get run over by the Glocks once they start to progress their way up carps. And gonna have to be sharp. ChildKing the same, he's the sole defender watching brackets.
Nice nade onto Zevy. paiN Gaming take banana control. Little bit of an info gain there. Wings Up, trade with a smoke.
Lan, sharp indeed with the pistols. We saw that big deagle round out from him in the first half. One tap with the USP as well. Now it's ChildKing's turn. He eats a goosh. Down to 9 HP.
This exec from paiN Gaming into the A site though. Couple of CTs ready, playing from Graveyard and pit side.
It's a good molly to put Bingo out of position, but he still hits the head. A 1-for-1, not too bad. Graveyard player now. Lan does go down, and ChildKing is only on 9 HP. He's calling desperately for that rotate to come across. That is well executed from paiN. 3-on-3 post plant, you'll take it.
Flash from Martin's going to be key here. Probably going to send that over Graveyard side so they can retake through Moto.
It's going to be on the shots really from Wings Up, isn't it? That's all that this comes down to. USPs in hand. They need to hit heads. Zevy catches the low HP player ChildKing. Time a factor now for Wings Up as well. And the pistol will not go their way. 11 on the board now for paiN. And if you are hoping to see a comeback on the CT side, that is not a good start for it.
So many good players from paiN, and they're playing excellent this tournament. Like, you know, look at some of the previous games. I look at players like Zevy, I look at players like Skullz. Hardzao's having an excellent game today. A 4K on that T-side pistol. That kind of puts Wings Up in a very difficult position now. They don't second round force again on Inferno, which is interesting because, again, this is going to force them in round number 18 to play with low util on the A1Ss. That's something that EG actually exploited them for on Nuke, so we'll see if paiN plays around that well.
They should be well aware of what they're going to be going up against. It seemed like they were quite confident on that CT side when Wings Up was throwing their A takes, for example. They'd done their research, so they'll be pretty accustomed to the fact that there's a good likelihood they'll be going up against just pistols in this one. A nice cheeky position from Bingo, maybe with that P250 can grab one. He does not quite convert. A lot of damage though onto Bigu.
paiN just straight into that B side, off the contact on A. Very clear that this is a bit of a bracket stack from Wings Up. paiN want absolutely nothing to do with that. Very responsible on this anti-eco, taking their time, clearing out the sites. It's good stuff.
Pretty much exactly what you'd want to be seeing from paiN. Unfortunately, not much to speak to for Wings Up right now. They're going to be just chilling over on the A bomb side and hoping to maybe not feed a couple more kills over to those Mac 10s, I guess.
Yeah, that's why they're turtling. I mean, they're not saving anything for people who aren't aware. They're just sitting in the A site because they don't want to go and feed Mac 10 extra money to paiN Gaming. And if paiN overextend into angles like this, you look at, you know, small pit, that's actually a pretty good angle for the USP to win a duel versus a Mac 10, or even sometimes a rifle if you're sharp enough. And Wings Up, I mean, I don't even need to say it.
Maybe we should get a bit of a barometer check from the crowd right now. Are we feeling the comeback, guys? Okay, still some hope left, maybe. That's a new one for you.
Yeah, never heard that before from anyone.
Wow, that's okay. That's getting a bit dark. Look, I think a lot of this is going to come down to the first gun round. What we see from Wings Up on this CT side, they don't have a lot of rounds to play with. So if they do lose this one right here, right now, I'm thinking maybe comebacks off. But if they can win this one cleanly, start to build that CT up, get a bit of confidence rolling, maybe there's a chance, and that would have been really nice to go the way of Zevy. If you watch the reaction of Lan, he was disappointed, and that is going to make things even a little bit harder to swallow. Martin down through the smoke. And Gas can't get anything done either.
Wings are trying to force this. They know that they don't have good utility. It's hard to play into the mid to late round without a man advantage when you're buying up in towards round number 3.
It's a different round, isn't it? If Lan hits that shot, maybe you don't see as much aggression into Nana.
Yeah, it's definitely a flow chart kind of thing. Instantly lose the pick over towards Banana. You're going to just naturally play a little bit more aggressive because you're just, the percentages go down and down and down because paiN have just much better util. Once you give them map control, they could throw full side XX, and it's very hard to hold because you've got no counter utility as Wings Up.
Honestly, if this does end up being an A take, is it just save called for Wings Up?
Yeah, this is save. You can't do anything here. It's bingo. You're playing for exits essentially. So if they smoke off bracket side, you're trying to spam someone through the smoke. You're trying to catch someone on an off angle and just do a little bit of damage. If you get super lucky, you might catch a couple of players in transition up bracket side not looking at you, and then maybe it's a winnable round. But yeah, I mean, bingo just going for the save call. And again, This is why I don't like round number 3 buys on Inferno, on Nuke. These maps where protocols are important, where map control is important, you got to go and have those Molotovs to take banana control. You got to have utility for the late round. Wings up, they're trying to play this more aggressive style. They're trying to buy up into round number 18 here and force some aggression. And then with the man advantages, that's when it gets a little bit easy. But similar to yesterday on Nuke, EG punished them for this buy on the CT side, and paiN have done the same.
Does give Wings up a little bit to play with next round.
The hunt is on.
Oh, the nade. It's not going well for Wings Up. I mean, paiN have got actually quite a lot of time for this hunt, so it's hard to believe that Wings Up is going to get away with these 2 guns. Are they bold enough to charge their way into construction? Yes, they are, and bingo goes down as well. It will not indeed be any guns through. That is massive news for paiN.
Love it. Brazilian fans know exactly how important that was, just taking all of the guns out of the CT side's hands. Gonna force them on a bit of a half buy. And now, Wings Up are on the ropes here on Inferno. This is a map they've been doing excellently on, but this is also the problem as a team from a minor region. You can get a couple of upsets, you can show some good Counter-Strike, but when the depth is not there and you've seen 1 or 2 games from them already, and that's where paiN can kind of do a little bit of prep. They know your style, they know all your tendencies. If you don't have the depth to be able to make the adaptations when your normal strats are not working, this is the kind of game you end up with.
Yes, indeed, and it might be one of the more convincing maps of the tournament even if this gets closed out. That's a nice pickup for Lamb, but he's not going to get away with the AK, so it's really all for naught.
Yeah, you're starting to see the desperation for Wings Up. They're trying to go back to the more aggressive play style. They're trying to force fights and win them, but you can see it. paiN overall, more firepower, more structure, better team play, better util. This is not going the way of Wings Up here. hardzao, 1-tap dirt nap for Martin there. Leaks traded back though.
Yeah, look, they're getting a bit of damage done here. 5-7's out. Actually, looked like it was going to find a frag, but Skullz swinging, able to keep it safe. Gas has found himself on AK, which is a nice little prize, but I think at this point kind of a wooden spoon prize, you know? You're on the losing end of the stick and you're just trying to take anything you can get.
If I want the AK in anyone's hands, if I'm Wings Up, it's Gas. This man's been insane. He's not playing too bad, but just hasn't really, you know, had the opportunity. The problem is not necessarily that they aim for Wings Up. They just haven't been putting themselves in many winning positions. paiN's been very much outplaying them.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well for Wings Up, especially with what the analyst desk was saying around the 3rd map in this series. If they were going to go ahead and win it.
I'm thinking about that right now. We got, at least, I mean, you got Nuke up next, but again, this is another map where Wings Up have shown a lot of their stuff on it.
Yeah.
So paiN, they're already showing this level of prep on Inferno. What about Nuke?
No, 100%, I'm on board with you, and that's kind of the problem is that, yeah, it's such an insurmountable task to even maybe get through Nuke that even if you do that, it's like, well, you're going up on Dust 2, and that's a great map for paiN, so it kind of looks very scary from here on out for Wings Up. It did feel like Inferno was going to be a really important proponent of their success today, and they've really not showed up on it at all. Lan won't get the opportunity this time for the mid-pick. Smoke down as a result instantly to try and cut off paiN's aggression, but they're going to go straight through. They're feeling confident into brackets, early map control. Rotation has at least come across from ChildKing, and he can keep an eye on Arch side. Lan unable to find the double kill, but it is a numbers advantage still for Wings Up, and ChildKing back to his roots, straight through that smoke, going to try to do something, anything to keep this one alive, as now the A side has been taken by paiN.
Fair bit of util here for the CTs. Gonna start wrapping in through bracket side, but look at Bigu, already on a bit of an adventure through Carps.
Gonna find ChildKing as well, but won't win the duel. 1 HP wonder for the Chinese squad. Now 3-on-2, but ChildKing is gonna fall over to a slight gust of wind, or maybe even an AWP shot. Numbers still in play for Wings Up for the moment. Gas has that AK, puts it to good use. It's on to Martin. Hasn't had a great map and can't step up this time either. 15-5. 1 round away for paiN.
23 and 6 for hardzao. How many impact plays has this man had? And Zevy's having a great game as well. That reposition from pit side in towards graveyard to get the off angle. That's confidence with the AWP.
Oh, look at this buy. Alligator out for Bingo.
Let's go, Bingo.
Let's go land, maybe, is what you need to be saying at this point, because he's been decent on the CT side with that AWP. I mean, he's found 2 opening picks. He almost got 3. But
hitting a couple of.
Yeah, no rope to really work with here for Wings Up. So it doesn't really matter if they're not winning the rounds. Gas is in transition and caught as well. Oh, thought that was a team kill in a second there.
Martin's still got full util here. Would love to see him use some of it. He's keen to take a duel with the FAMAS though. Wins it too. Bigu.
What? Wait, hang on.
Yeah, you look at Bigu.
Where's Bingo?
Bingo. Oh, come on, Bingo. Let's see it. Ooh. No, Zevy's backing away. That's not the range for the XM.
No, indeed, Zevy. Very, very aware. 2-on-2 though, and ChildKing is in a bit of an interesting position right here. He may be able to catch that bomb in transition. Zevy probably doesn't expect him from Dig. He's got that molly down, but the bomb still needs to get across the site. ChildKing wins the fight against Bigu, gives away his position, can't beat Zevy. And again, it's Martin in the one-on-one, has to clutch it out for his team, does not chance it on the bomb plant, but hits a sharp shot, keeps the map alive for Wings Up.
They're on bloody life support at this point. That's a 6th for him. paiN with the plant and some pretty clean rounds, though. They're going to be able to reinvest. Oh, we love a comeback, don't we?
Are we getting OT, guys? Oh, that didn't sound very good. yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Check the next gun round out and then maybe we'll decide. Look, I'm not feeling too confident either. Easy 9 rounds, the crowd says. I'm not so sure. paiN probably have another idea.
Ooh, fight on Nana side. Gas just goes forward. Flash on in. They're caught full blind.
Well, the crowd is loving it every single time Wings Up is finding a frag. I think they just want to see more Counter-Strike at this point.
Come on, boy. We got maybe 5 more maps. It's only early days.
Yeah, that's true. I just love a good underdog story here down under.
Re-aggression from Lan here on the off angle. Gets flashed off, but he's not deterred.
I mean, Lan has been pretty solid on this CT side, so I'm confident in his hold here on Dig. The rest of the A-bomb side, though, has been a little wary.
paiN want to try and complete this 3-on-5. They've got good utility, so a B exec is definitely on the cards. There's another smoke out from the CT side. Martin and Gas still with good utility. Gas has got another smoke ready to go, and there's 40 seconds left. There's a Molotov that Martin can throw over from New Box, and the rotation from ChildKing is well timed.
Very nice smoke.
They're shut out here, paiN. They're going to have to try and bust through this util. It's going to be difficult. I'd say it's insta Molotov from Martin here as soon as the Exi comes in, and that's probably a shutdown.
Well, here is that Exi indeed, and indeed there goes the Incend as well. Gas on for his 3rd for the round. Wings Up just really making sure that they're working through this round cleanly. They don't want to be giving up any guns. They know.
Good stuff. Good stuff from Wings Up. Great util usage, just shutting them out. They need clean rounds. They need to keep their economy super strong. If they can upgrade these FAMASes into AKs, that would be great. That's why ChildKing is pushing.
Yeah.
He wants to try to win a duel and upgrade the AK into a FAMAS.
It was easy 9 rounds last round. Now it's easy 8 rounds, apparently.
We're going down. We're going backwards. What's going on?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's still a little bit of a ways right now for Wings Up before I start to believe.
paiN, bit of a half buy around the 2 saved rifles. We'll see how they go. Just the AWP for Zevy is the thing I'm keeping my eye on. Man's on his way up middle here.
Can Gas be the hero once again? It doesn't look like that push is going to be coming toward Banana. Lots of util invested on that side of the map as well for Wings Up, and they'll take full control.
Yeah. Good spot. Little bit of a gap in this smoke.
Oh.
Zevy spots the feed out, but stand back from Gas. It's all over that one. I mean, he was already warmed up. I'd say he's starting to really combust at this point.
Wings Up, once again, just more than happy to let paiN come to them. Not trying to bring any aggression into a round like this against pistols could be a big mistake.
We're just giving bracket control. No util to wrap here, so this is a nice angle on library for LAN. paiN just kind of in no man's land right now, meandering around middle. I guess Nana's the play. Bigu's got a flash. So if they want to scale through that smoke, that's a possibility. Every time a smoke goes down, they're like, yep, I guess I'm going to A. I guess I'm going to B. Nope. Guess I'm going back to A.
35 seconds left, and they are really only just now filtering their way into brackets. Full Nana control for Wings Up as well. It'll be a fast rotate if they opt to go for it, but Lan missing a shot is going to cause perhaps some problems as the T's start to encroach in onto him. That'll be an AWP in their hand now as well. 15 left to play with for paiN. PKL was just spotted by Martin, and that could well be the saving grace for Wings Up. They're trying to get into the bomb site, but there's too many CTs to deal with. They won't get the plant down. It'll be a round one for Wings Up. And a death after time.
That's the second round. This money is getting so weird for paiN Gaming. Wings Up killing them after time. Previously, they shut them out of the round, meaning that they had to save. You want to kind of min-max your economy as the T side to get the most amount of buy rounds as Wings Up come in on the comeback, but it's actually being made quite difficult. We're still trailing 7 rounds for Wings Up though, so look, paiN Gaming going to get plenty of buys in one way or another. This comeback is not meaningless, even though even if they lose Inferno here, they're picking up momentum, they're getting themselves warmed up, they're getting some confidence back into a map that they want to play.
Gas is going to go for it again. This time it does not work out. Straight into the Tech 9 of hardzao. Good trade though from Martin with the nade. Does a bit more chip damage to hardzao as well.
A lot of pressure on Martin here though. paiN Gaming sizing up this B-side execute. Lan rotates over. He's got a Molotov as well. Fair bit of delaying util. In comes the push though from paiN.
Well, you wouldn't want to be losing it on this round, Wings Up, but it's not looking too bad for paiN, particularly with that entry. Lan changing up his position on the site. He's really crept in deep, and that could be a little sneakier than what paiN was expecting. A lot of damage onto hardzao. He's down to 1 HP, but they're going to now have to win a 2-on-1. Bingo and ChildKing. And now it's down to just Bingo. This might be it, ladies and gentlemen. 16 definitely on the cards. And paiN secure map number 1.
Really, really well played. It's just great preparation all around from paiN. They were sharp, they were on point, they knew exactly what Wings Up wanted to do on Inferno, and they played a hell of a game. They're looking like they're starting up this grand final and a rematch with Imperial.
Indeed, indeed. It does look like we could be staring down the barrel of an all-Brazil grand final, but we still